I was just hiking in the mountains, ate this one Kirin fruit, and suddenly there's a crystal horn growing out of my forehead, and even my arms and legs are covered in scales with cloud patterns. Right after that, I turned into a killing egg that was smoother than jade. I was just about to get washed away by a flash flood when an outdoor streamer named Lu Yu Yu picked me up and took me home. I thought I was finally saved. But nope. The first thing she did after getting home was stick me under a heat lamp and go live. She even tapped my shell with her fingertip, curious, listening to the echo. This egg looks way too fancy. Bet it tastes amazing roasted. Then crack. A tiny fracture crawled across the shell. Her hand holding the selfie stick froze midair, and a little silver-white Killen broke out on stream. Lu Yu Yu was stunned. Everyone watching was stunned. What the heck is that thing? Before I could even look down and check out the rainbow scales on my body, she scooped me up and started rubbing and squeezing me. So cute. What are you, little guy? Only then did I look up and see a familiar face. It was my hidden gem streamer, Lu Yu Yu, who I'd followed for half a year. I looked back down at my palm-sized body and almost passed out. What the hell did I turn into? The chat blew up instantly. What is that thing? Looks like a Killen, right? Yeah, right, as if Killen are real, must be a filter. The stream lagged so hard it turned into a slideshow. A big bold chat message slid across the top. Look at that white jade horn. That's definitely a Killen. Ancient divine beast live on stream. The whole chat went nuclear. It really is a Killen. Real life Shan Haijing. I tried to say I'm actually human, but all that came out was little awoo noises. Given how tiny I was, I didn't look threatening at all. She just laughed and rubbed my head again. Way too cute. Are you really a Killen? I awooed, trying to answer, and she rubbed her cheek against me. So derpy. Honestly, you don't look like it. She stuffed a padded coat into a cardboard box and made me a tiny nest. You're so white. I'm calling you Little White. From now on, you're rolling with me. Meanwhile, she's really thinking about how to style me up even more. Like, if this is a real divine beast, that's straight up infinite clout. Seeing that sly smile on her face, I shivered a little, feeling weirdly uneasy, but sleepiness hit me so hard I just knocked out. At the same time, a worker named Xiao Lu at the Beast Management Bureau was also watching, staring at the screen, with this mix of shock and suspicion. Is that thing actually real? He grabbed his phone and called his supervisor. Sisu, I'm seeing a freaking Killen in this live stream. Sumo just laughed. Don't spread nonsense. Killen only exist in myths. There's no way they're real in our world. I'm serious. If you don't believe me, open Lu Yu Yu's stream. She sighed and hung up on him. Scams these days just keep leveling up. Phoenixes, Pixiu, you name it, someone's spotted it. And now apparently, there's a Killen too. Still, curiosity got the better of her. So she tapped into the stream. On screen, that little creature was curled up, sound asleep, its body covered in rainbow scales that rose and fell gently as it breathed, glowing like pearl and jade. It had a deer-like elegant body, but armored in dragon-like scales. It was still small. But that crystal-clear single horn caught the light in bands of color. That's gotta be a statue, right? That was her first thought. Then its silver-white little claws started scratching the box, and a puff of blue smoke came out of its mouth. On screen, that smoke gathered in midair into a cloud shape and shot straight toward the phone, making the camera shake like crazy. Chat exploded again. What the hell was that? Did its smoke bomb just knock the phone around? I really just saw a Killen, didn't I? Sumo slammed the desk and shot to her feet. These effects are way too realistic. Wait, that's not an effect. Heart racing, she called the bureau chief. Chief Chen, we've got a situation. What now, somebody lose their cat? Someone's streaming a real-life Killen. You're joking at a time like this? You clearly need more sleep. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. It's on an outdoor streamer's channel, name's Lu Yu Yu. If I'm lying, I'll resign on the spot. 3 minutes later, Chief Chen was locked onto the live stream, eyes blazing. On screen, Lu Yu Yu held out a freshly grilled sausage to me. Dinner time? Little White. I basically woke up from the smell of meat. I opened my eyes, not in the mood. Outside the screen, Chief Chen stared without blinking. 40+ years in animal research, he thought he'd seen pretty much every rare species on Earth. But this live stream had him totally speechless. He could feel his worldview collapsing in real time. The look in this creature's eyes, like it was above everything. Proud and dismissive. With this natural cold authority, putting out a don't come near me vibe. Call Director Wang. Right now! Chief Chen grabbed his assistant, voice shaking. Pinpoint this live stream's location. Contact the local police. No, send it straight to the Special Affairs Division. Chief, what species is that supposed to be? His throat had gone dry. Look closely. Those scale patterns. They're exactly like the Jade Killen from the old texts. Meanwhile, I flicked a paw and pushed aside the slices of meat. But the hunger just punched harder. I didn't just want food. My whole body was screaming for energy. Lu Yu Yu yelled into her phone, super hyped. Guys, look, Little White's awake! I glanced at the sausage in her hand, sizzling with grease. Way too oily. Way too much seasoning. And packed with starch. Hard pass. I turned my head away in disgust. She scratched her head. Not into sausage? How about some goat milk? She slid over a plastic dish filled with milk. Right under my nose. The smell of it hit me like a wall. I whipped my tail and dodged, almost flipping the bowl. No food, no drink? Then what do you want? Oh, woo! I tried to protest. But again, all that came out was that babyish little cry. Damn it! This body's vocal cords aren't even done growing. Annoyed, I swiped my paw, trying to shove that stupid dish away. I thought I was just giving it a light push. But the second my claws tapped the rim, the dish split clean in two, milk flooding all over the table. And worse, my paw kept going, and gouged into the solid wood tabletop, leaving 3 grooves a good inch deep, the edges still faintly glowing red. The room went dead silent. The smile on her face froze, and chat stopped for a full second, before exploding again. Those claws are insane. Animal control, please come get this little menace. Streamer, run! You cannot afford that thing. Even I stared at my own paws in shock. Golden claws, semi-translucent like carved jade, not even looking that sharp. But the damage was ridiculous. My rosewood table! She finally snapped out of it, screaming. That's an antique worth millions. What an idiot, I sighed. The hunger in my stomach flaring up again. If there's nothing here I can eat, I'll have to find something myself. I wobbled out of the cardboard box, following my nose around the place. Energy. I need energy. As the hunger built and built, I jumped off the table and followed this strange pull toward the corner of the yard. There a goat was tied up waiting to be slaughtered tomorrow. That's meat, that's fresh blood, that's pure energy. My golden pupils shrank down to pinpoints, and some ancient hunter instinct snapped awake inside me. She was still crying over her precious table. But the chat had already noticed something was off with me. Guys, what's Little White doing? Is it staring at that goat? I tuned everything out, my claws clicking softly on the floor, with a quiet, steady crack. The goat clearly sensed something too. It suddenly went wild, thrashing, bleeding in pure terror. That's bloodline suppression. I might only be palm-sized right now, but the aura of a top-of-the-food chain predator is enough to scare a low-level creature like that to death. I walked up to the fence. The wooden boards looked like cardboard to me. I gave it a light tap, and the whole fence shattered. She gasped when she saw the hole in the pen, turned her head and caught me strolling inside like I owned the place. Buddy, you want to eat the goat? She stammered. I ignored her and walked right up to the goat. It was already scared stiff, shaking all over, too weak to even struggle. Just as I opened my mouth, ready for my first real meal,